Okay, let's do some more. I really want to thank everybody for real for this because you all are sending me a lot of great stuff. I get a lot of stuff, so please don't get offended that I don't say your names out loud. I do apologize, but I just want to thank everybody for all the support because I was a little kind of reluctant to do this stuff because I didn't know how it was going to go over, but this is really you guys are doing great, and ladies, so I just want to say thanks. So, but let's do a little bit more now, right? So what have we been hearing all winter long, right? We've been hearing about this polar vortex, right? Because that's what we're thinking is going to happen, right? This vortex, this portal is going to open the sky, the tree of life, the trident, the keyhole, the doorway, the gateway, the stargate. It's all depicted as a bunch of different things, right? And we've been hearing all winter long, have we not? The polar vortex, polar vortex, polar vortex, which is coincidental enough that that's the vortex is on the south pole of Saturn, right? And then so then after the winter, after this polar vortex came and went, then what happened? Then this Malaysia air flight goes missing with the trident or the tree of life on it. And then after that, we get this crazy fires that take place. California starts burning, and we get a little fire tornado that makes the news, and it is all over plastered all over the place. And a bunch of different videos. I saw this covered all sorts of different areas, different outlets. And then now this makes the news. This crazy vortex spiral spooky looking cloud out in Wyoming. That's not as good a picture. I'll put this below because I think there was more down there, but this is actually kind of goofy. Then you get this, story I covered before where Zakk Wylde, who he's the guitarist of Black Label Society. Well, Black is Saturn. And then before that, he got to start with Ozzy Osbourne, who's the Prince of Darkness, and he plays this little vortex, a spiral, right there on his guitar. Very well known, one of the most well-known guitarists in metal rock music. There's no way that's coincidence. And it's funny how they talk about how it goes stolen and it's going to be returned, because that's what this whole thing is about, is them trying to get to this tree of life, which you hear that movie in that Raiders of the Lost Ark, A-R-K, it's not necessarily like something, it's like knowledge, and they're just trying to get it. It's being, like, every time it's a big cat and mouse game. Someone gets it, then it's stolen from them, and then someone else is chasing them. They're just all after this knowledge. So it's funny that this guy's guitar, which is the vortex, which would be the arc, which is just the knowledge of all this stuff taking place, that this event's going to happen, because it's the biggest event in history, has been for thousands of years. That's why it's depicted all the time in all sorts of different ways. They just don't want you to know about it because they want to cash in on it. But it's funny how at first it was stolen and now it's going to get returned, or has been returned, whatever. And then what do we have here? This guy in American Idol just a few days ago, thank you to our very talented and amazing teammate KJ, because I didn't catch this. This guy's singing this song called Demons by a band called Imagine Dragons in front of this vortex, this spiral, and says, "This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom come, this is where my demons hide, this is where my demons hide." It's not by coincidence. And then, of course, a lot of people sent me this. A lot of people saw this. They get this hologram of Michael Jackson. Jack, son, Jack, Saturn, right? Jack in the Box, Joker, Clown, Jester, Black Sun, Jack Sun, Black Sun, Saturn. This whole video, I'll put it below. This whole video starts out with, looks like guys in martial law, a bunch of crazy, decked out, I don't know what you want to call them, police, troops, whatever. Got helicopter noises. Sounds like what I would consider being associated with martial law. And he's sitting right here inside the tree of life. The pillar is it's the whole thing. It's just a different look to it. Someone want to tell me how this is any different than this? You know how I got this picture? I went to Google and typed in Masonic 2 pillars. Does someone want to tell me how this is any way, shape, or form different than this? It's all the same thing. And who is he? The king, right? The king of pop. And they're bringing him back in a hologram, or they brought him back in a hologram. I mean, it's crazy. And the name of the song, Slave to the Rhythm. I walk a real fine line sometimes because I don't want to say, I don't want to say bad, mean things, because I don't, and I get frustrated just like everybody else. But I watched this video, and these screaming sheeple, man, just cheering this stuff on. And you don't want to say mean things, you don't want to think mean things, but those thoughts don't come from me. Those are from the powers and principalities that we can't see and stuff. But I tell you, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I think, these people are going to get what they deserve. They don't get much. I mean, it's just, people just don't know what they're looking at. Even though it's shoved in their face in 1,000 different ways on a daily basis, they just don't know it. But luckily we do, and I'm telling you, whether you believe in Christ or God, the Bible talks about this. I'm not saying this to shove the Bible or God down your throat. It's just another account of this event taking place. All these ancient cultures, all these ancient civilizations, it's a big event. It's the biggest event, and I'm telling you, there is a reason that we are hip to this stuff. There is. It's not by random chance. It's not for sadistic, pointless torture. I don't know why things happen the way they happen. I can't speak for everybody. You know what I mean? But this is a very mathematical universe. Everything is very precise. Everything is very exact. There's a huge secret being told or being hidden from us that's not being told. These rich dummies, they know it. It's right here in front of our faces. I'm telling you, we're part of something much bigger. But everybody believe what they want to believe. Maybe this is just crazy conspiracy theory, but I tell you what, you can't tell me, there ain't nobody out there that can tell me that's not the same cussing thing. And it does not symbolize anything good. It's not a force of good. It's not stuff that's going to, whatever, I'm done. Thanks to my teammates and subs out there and everybody who gets this and just what I'm trying to say. All right, thanks for watching.